Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class, Candide by Voltaire. Today we are going to discuss about the background of the Candide. In the last class we discussed about Voltaire. I think all of you understand about Voltaire. Let us discuss in detail regarding the background of this novel, Candide. Voltaire spent much of his time visiting and living in other countries. Yes, our writer, Voltaire, he spent much of his time uh, for visiting and living in different countries. But he considered France to be his home. He traveled so many countries, but he considered France as his home. During the 18th century, France was ruled by Christian monarchs. I already told you in the introductory part, this writer, Voltaire, he belonged to one important intellectual movement named Enlightenment movement, and that was going on during the early 17th and 18th centuries. And during the 18th century, this France was ruled by Christian monarchs, and they treated people of France as just subjects and did not give much value. And these Christian monarchs, they ruled France, and they treated people of France as just subjects. Subjects in the sense means they did not give much value to the people of that country. They did not, yes, uh, consider the individuality or humanity of these people. That means they tried to control these people, or they tried to impose their power over these people of France. So they treated people of France as just subjects, that is under their jurisdiction or under their control, and did not give much value. And the king ruled very harshly because of their power. And the king of France ruled very harshly because of their power. There was no significant separation between church and state. Yes. And Voltaire observed that. He identified that there was no marked difference between, or marked separation between that religious institution, that church and the state. That is the ruling power. State means the ruling power of that country, and the church means their religious institution. So there was no significant separation between church and state at that time. The rulers were allowed to change the church policies because there was no marked difference or separation between these two institutions. So the rulers were allowed to change the church policies. At that time, Roman Catholic Church was the ruling religion of France. Voltaire supported the centralization of power in the monarchy. He supported the centralization of power in the monarchy, but he hated the influence of church and nobility on French society. But he did not tolerate the influence. He hated the influence of church and other religious institutions on French society. He wrote on this subject. He did not tolerate that influence of religious institution, especially at that time, Roman Catholic Church was the ruling religion. So he hated, or he did not tolerate the influence of that religious institutions over French society. So he wrote on this subject, and he became one of the leading figures of Enlightenment movement. Leading figures of Enlightenment, a European intellectual movement. So in the introductory part, I already told you that Voltaire severely criticized religious practices of his time. He was against church practices, other religious institutions, their philosophies, etc. It is because of this reason, that is, he hated the influence of church and nobility on French society, and he wrote on this subject, and he became one of the leading figures of that particular movement, that is Enlightenment, a European intellectual movement. Then Candide is one of the most important Enlightenment novels and one of the most memorable satires in modern literature. Candide, this is a satirical novel, and it is one of the most important Enlightenment novels and one of the most memorable satires in modern literature. We all know that. What do you mean by satire? How can we explain this term satire? This Candida is a satirical novel. So satire is a technique employed by writers to expose and criticize foolishness and corruption of an individual or a society. Actually, this is a literary technique. Satire is a literary technique employed or used by some writers. Here, Voltaire employed satire here. Satire is a technique employed by writers to expose for what? Why they used, some writers used satire as a literary technique to expose and criticize foolishness and corruption of an individual or a society by using humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule. We all know that a satirical work, it includes humor, irony, exaggeration, ridicule, etc. They used these literary devices to expose and criticize the foolishness and corruption of a society as well as individual. It intends, a satire is intended to improve humanity. The objective behind this satire is it intends to improve humanity by criticizing its follies and foibles. That criticism leads to correction among humanity. That's why these writers use that literary technique. That is, with the help of this satire or with the help of this humor, irony, etc., these writers, they try to correct the society or that individual. It intends to improve humanity by criticizing its follies and foibles. Candide follows our novel Candide. It follows, what is this novel about? Candide follows the adventures of the young Candide, the main character named Candide. So, our novel Candide follows the adventures of that character named young Candide as he leaves his sheltered paradise and travels the world, learning about suffering and hardship. That is, this our character, protagonist or the main character named Candide. He leaves his sheltered paradise and travels all over the world, learning about suffering and hardship. Throughout his journey, Candide believes in and adheres to the philosophy of his teacher named Pangloss. Throughout his journey, yes, Candide, this character, Candide believes in and strongly attached to the philosophy. He was highly influenced by the philosophy of his teacher named Pangloss. What was that philosophy? The philosophy is that all is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. That was the philosophy by his teacher. Everything is for the goodness of the world. All is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. And he believes in that philosophy and he was strongly attached to that philosophy by his teacher. All is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. And this philosophy was existing during Voltaire's day. This philosophy was existing during his time. It is, but this novel, that is, it is Voltaire's scathing response to what he saw as an absurd belief that for its followers, the optimists. Yes, this philosophy is a part of optimism. All is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. And this philosophy was existing during Voltaire's lifetime, and this novel is Voltaire's scathing response, and that is he severely criticized his criticism against or scathing response to what he saw as an absurd belief. That existing philosophy was an absurd belief. That is Voltaire's notion. And with the help of this particular novel, he is trying to express that it is Voltaire's scathing response to what he saw as an absurd belief that for its followers, that is the optimist, followers here means the optimist, it was an easy, for these optimists or these followers, it was an easy way to rationalize evil and suffering. That is his belief, Voltaire's belief, that these optimists, these people, or the believers of this philosophy, yes, they can. They consider Voltaire considered this as an easy way to rationalize evil and suffering for these optimists. So he considered it is an absurd belief. Voltaire did not believe in that philosophy. So with the help of this novel, he severely criticized this philosophy. It is a scathing response to what he saw, and it was an absurd belief that everything is good or all is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. And it was the belief that optimists followed at that period, and he considered it was an easy way for these optimists to rationalize evil and suffering. We all know that there are so many evils and other follies and foibles existing in the society. So Voltaire believed that it was an easy way, this philosophy, with the help of that philosophy, these optimists, that group of people, they had an easy way to rationalize evil and suffering. Then Candide was composed mainly as an attack on Gottfried Leibniz, the main proponent of optimism. And moreover, this particular novel was composed mainly as an attack on a personality named Gottfried Leibniz, who is the main proponent of optimism. So at that time, I already told you optimism, that philosophy, all is best for the goodness of the world. I think all is best for the best in the best of the possible world. So that is a part of optimistic philosophy. And this particular novel was composed mainly as an attack on main proponent of optimism, that is attack on Gottfried Leibniz, who is the main proponent of optimism. It was also written in opposition to Alexander Pope's essay on man. This particular novel was also written in opposition to Alexander Pope's essay named Essay on Man, which espouses that. So, Alexander Pope, in his Essay on Man, he wrote that partial evil is for the greater good. Partial evil is for the greater good. And Voltaire rejected that notion. So that's why this novel is considered as a response, that is an attack on optimism, as well as written in opposition to Alexander Pope's essay on man. Alexander Pope put forward one notion that partial evil is for the greater good, and Voltaire refused to believe that what happens is always for the best. He did not believe in that optimism. What happens is always for the best. That was the belief put forward by the optimists, followers of optimism, as well as this Alexander Pope in his essay on man, that partial evil is for the greater good. But Voltaire rejected all these notions. He refused to believe that what happens is always for the best. He did not believe that everything is good for the world. And this particular novel, Candide, is based on the historical events of the time. And moreover, our particular novel is based on the historical events of that time, including the 7 Years' War, the execution of Admiral Binch in 1747, and the war between England and France for Canadian territory, etc. So all these historical events influenced the writing of this particular novel, Candide. It is based on the historical events. And which are the historical events? The 7 Years' War, the execution of Admiral Binch in 1747, and the war between England and France for Canadian territory. This time of political unrest, so we all know that, yes, there are some historical uh, events mentioned here. That is, candidate is based on some historical events, and this time of political unrest. So some political unrest was existing during that time. This time of political unrest was the beginning of that particular intellectual movement named Enlightenment. This time of political unrest, that 7 Years' War, execution of Admiral Binch, and the war between England and France for Canadian territory, all these historical events influenced our novel, and this time of political unrest was the beginning of that particular intellectual movement named the Enlightenment movement. As a result of all these, Voltaire himself was subjected to injustices and that are believed to have influenced his writing of this novel, Candide. And because of these problems, or yes, that political unrest that was existing in his country, Voltaire himself was subjected to so many evil and injustice, and that are believed to have because of his experience or because of that harsh realities that he faced during his lifetime or during that particular time, or the injustices that are believed to have influenced his writing of Candide. This Voltaire and others began questioning European beliefs and institutions and speaking out against intolerance and injustice. Thus, Voltaire and other group of writers or others who belong to that particular intellectual movement, they began questioning European beliefs and institutions, other institutions, religious institutions or political institutions, etc., and speaking out against intolerance and injustice with the help of their writing or etc. They're speaking out against intolerance and injustice existed in their country. This is the background of Candide. That is why he wrote such a satirical novel. What was the influence behind this novel? I think all of you understand this background of the Candida. That is, in the last class we discussed about Voltaire. I think all of you understand about Voltaire, and today we discussed about the background of the candidate, the influence regarding this, why Voltaire wrote such a novel, or what is the background of this particular novel, Candide. I think all of you understand the important points discussed here. There is a homework for you, and the homework is write a note on the background of novel Candide. Write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.